my channel. It's Kristen Phantazia. If you have not, go ahead, stop, take a moment, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, follow me on all forms of social media, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I just would love to connect with you guys. So today's video, I was going to do an entire review of the mixtape, but I found that because I'm such an analytical person, it was just going to take a lot for me to kind of analyze every single song. So I thought that I would do one of my favorite songs from the mixtape, which is Blessings, track number 5 on the mixtape. It's dope. The track is dope. So, alright, without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Yes! Yes! When the praises go up, the blessings come down.
It seems like blessings keep falling in my lap.
Y'all, I took notes, and I'm gonna have to put my glasses on. I took notes because it's finna get real. The first part that says, when praises go up, blessings come down. A lot of people think that this is an actual verse in the Bible. This is not a verse in the Bible. It's kind of a principle that Christians have adopted, that when you praise God and you send praises up to Him, that He will shower you with blessings. There are a lot of Bible verses in the Bible, of course, because where else would Bible verses be? The one that I honed in on the most is Psalm 67, which is just a whole chapter just talking about praising God and kind of doing it with your whole being and just hoping that in return He sends blessings down on you. The part that says, I'm going to praise Him till I'm gone, I kind of link that to Psalms 104:33, which is basically just talking about praising God until, some translations say, until your last breath. Just every moment you just need to be praising God and thanking God. And so the last part, it seems like blessings keep falling in my lap. Actually, that kind of intersects with a Fred Hammond song called Let the Praise Begin. You're in for a treat because I have it on my phone, so I'm just gonna find it. Hey, for your blessing, are you ready for your miracle? Yes. Yes, right? Alright, and also the notion that when you least expect it is when God will bless you. And when things just kind of fall in your lap, and that's a phrase that we use a lot. You do right, and then you're just going to get blessings left and right. You're not.
I don't make songs for free, I make them for freedom. Don't believe in kings, believe in the kingdom. Dying laughing with Krillin saying something about blonde hair. Jesus' black life ain't matter. I know I talked to his daddy. Say you the man of the house now. Look out for your family. He has ordered my steps, gave me a sword.
So verse 2. When he says, I don't make songs for free, I make them for freedom. And in the most legal way, I don't think I've ever paid for a solo Chance the Rapper project. And a lot of people have criticisms of this. He's saying that while his songs may not costing you anything, number one, there's this notion or this idea that when you do what you love, the money will come. It's about the freedom that comes with the knowledge that comes in his music. Knowledge is power. Like, with power comes money. You should value your freedom over being in the chains and shackles of like this idea that you have to have all these materialistic things to obtain a certain level of power. Like, that's not the case. Knowledge is power. Giving artists, imparting this knowledge to them so that they can help be independent, like help themselves be independent and free themselves. Also, it's kind of a reference to this line he made about being like Tubman of the Underground, like kind of for the rap world, in Ultra Light Beam, which was a song he had a verse on with Kanye. And just, he was basically saying he sees himself as a kind of a leader, leading these people out of this dark, oppressive place into a place of freedom. Good stuff. This is good stuff. I don't believe in kings, I believe in the kingdom. So this is two, to me, it has a double meaning, right? So the initial, I don't believe in kings, I believe in the kingdom. Kings being like kings of this world. So he doesn't believe in the kings of this world, but he believes in the kingdom of God. And secondly, if you look at kings as kind of label heads, people that own just anything. Let's say it's even the owner of a restaurant. Just people that dictate the lives of others. He's saying, I don't believe in those people. I believe in the kingdom. If the king is a label head or a label, the kingdom would be the artist. If a king is the owner of a shop, the kingdom would be the employees. If the king is a mayor, the kingdom would be the citizens of the town. When he talks about being chiseled into stone, there are monuments, there are large monuments around our great nation, and I guess even the world, but let's just talk about America, of these leaders who did these great things. And when you see their faces, their bodies etched in stone, that's forever. He's just saying, I want to be remembered forever for the work that I'm doing. When he says, dying laughing with Krillin, saying something about blonde hair, Jesus, black life ain't matter, I know I talked to his daddy. So I'm just going to group that together. Did you guys hear that? I grew up in a house with 5 brothers. Dragon Ball Z was like a staple in our home. So Krillin is a Dragon Ball Z character. So when Goku witnessed Krillin's death, he gained this level of power called the Super Saiyan. So dying laughing, Krillin saying something like Super Saiyan, and his hair went from black to blonde when he witnessed this and went to this whole another level of power. And then when he goes right into the Jesus, black life ain't matter, it's kind of tying in the idea of him laughing at the fact that people are under this misconception that Jesus is a white man. But just historically, Jesus is not your typical blonde hair, blue-eyed, fair-skinned man. It's a lot embedded in there. Just the lighter you are, the better you are. So the transformation of Goku's hair from black to blonde when he gained this new level of power. Black Life Ain't Matter is a movement that came about in 2013 with the acquittal of George Zimmerman when he killed Trayvon Martin in cold blood, and he was acquitted of that crime, and just how these individuals who were innocent, these people are they're dying, they're being killed at the hand of authority just for being who they are. And also Krillin's wife has blonde hair, so it's just kind of continuing to tie in the theme of blessings within this whole song. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. If he went from being like just kind of a single individual doing his thing to he became a father, and so he has to look out for his daughter and he has to look out for his baby's mother. So that's what he's talking about, being he's now the head of a household. Even if you want to dig a little deeper and think about the fact that there are a lot of black males growing up in single parent homes with just a mother, and how they are the head of their house. And it just ties in again that whole idea of being a black man in America and how your black life doesn't matter, and you're trying to hold down a household, but at the same time you're trying to continue to develop into the kind of man that society would accept, knowing that this society is not built for you to be accepted. You're just trying to be a good man, and just there's a lot in that whole dying laughing with Krillin saying something about blonde hair, Jesus, black life ain't matter, I know I talked to his daddy, said you can be in the house, now look out for your family. So then he goes on to say, he has ordered my steps, gave me a sword with a crest, and gave Donnie a trumpet in case I get shortness of breath. There's a Bible verse, specifically Psalm 37:23, just talking about a good man having his steps, ordered in the Lord. And gave me a sword with a crest. In the army I am a soldier. So the armor of God is Ephesians 6:10-18, and it talks about the sword, the crest, the helmet, the breastplate of righteousness. And gave Donnie a trumpet in case I get shortness of breath. So, as we all know, it's been 3 years since Chance the Rapper put out his last acid rap, that last single project. But in the meantime, in between time, while we were waiting for this one, he did come out with the Social Experiment. Donnie, that's his stage name. His real name is Nico. And so Donnie is a childhood friend of Chance's. Just kind of a play on his words. He gave him a childhood friend. He gave him a best friend. The trumpet in general has a really, really large role in the Bible, and it's a very, very powerful musical instrument. It's the instrument that's going to kind of signify the end of the world and the rapture, shortness of breath, just kind of getting close to feeling like you can't make it anymore. Having that good friend that's there for you when you feel like things are just almost. Oh.
They booked the nicest hotels on the 59th floor with the big wide windows with the suicide doors. Ain't no blood on my money. Ain't no Twitter in heaven. I know them drugs isn't close. Ain't no visit in heaven.
Yes, trumpet. They booked the nicest hotels on the 59th floor with the big wide windows with the suicide doors. So I was at first I was a little confused, like why the 59th? And even this interpretation might not be correct. But the easiest part to grasp from this particular line is the suicide doors is like a style of door where if you have doors this way in a car, generally speaking, they all open one way. This is not a good example of this. Think about a hotel having suicide doors, just kind of opening itself up. If you're on the 59th floor, if you were to fall or you were to jump from here, it's a death trap. I looked up the significance of 59. There were a lot of things, but one thing that did come up is that 59 is like an angel number and like a sun sign. And Chance the Rapper was actually born on April 16th, which makes him an Aries. And Aries is a sun sign. That's what I grabbed from that. Really not sure how accurate that is, but there you go. Run with that. Ain't no blood on my money. Ain't no Twitter in heaven. I know them drugs isn't close. Ain't no visit in heaven. So ain't no blood on my money. Something bad happened for you to obtain that money. Ain't no Twitter in heaven. In general, a lot of people put a lot of clout into things like social media. By the amount of followers you have or the amount of likes that you get on a photo, you kind of associate that with like going somewhere in life. And while there are benefits to social media, I love social media. Follow me on social media, but ultimately that's not the most important aspect of life. And so he's saying there's not Twitter in heaven, so you're focused on things that are not going to be there in your afterlife, and you can substitute Twitter with anything. And also that line has a reference back to a song that he made, and there's a line in there that said something about God's phone dying and like, I wish his son had a Twitter, maybe I could follow him. You know, the Son of God is Jesus and people follow Jesus. I am a follower of Jesus Christ. And just kind of, you know, that reference yet again, genius. This song blows my mind. I know them drugs isn't close, ain't no visit in heaven. We all know somebody who smokes weed like it's law, smokes weed like it's religion, constantly high, constantly drunk, constantly looking for the next thing to take them higher. And what he's saying is these drugs, like these things that you're participating in, are still not going to get you to that level of goodness that heaven is. Like heaven is the ultimate goal. If you're living your life right, when you die, you want to go to heaven. And he's saying that elevation, and even in general, the elevation in life, the heaven on earth, the good things in life are not gonna come from you constantly being high. And like there's no drug on this earth that's gonna put you in that place that you want to be. I know the difference in blessings and worldly possessions. My Nana, I grew up and she always let me know that like what's for you is for you. And you know, the devil, who is the prince, the ruler of this world, like he can give you things, but those are worldly possessions and they don't last. Blessings are from God, and your blessing is your blessing and it's for you. So he's saying, I know the difference between things that came from God and things that are not of God. At war with my wrongs is just the age-old idea of righting your wrongs. I'm a force to be reconciled. The way he said it in the verse, reconciled, so like a force to be reckoned with, just kind of a play on that. I never forged it or forfeited. I'm a force to be. So he never faked it. He never quit. Like he got here with time, and like that's what it takes. It takes time, persistence, perseverance, and he got here doing that. I'm feeling shortness of breath, so Nico, grab your horn. So Nico is Donnie the Trumpet's like real name, and so it's kind of going right back to that reference of, you know, that he made earlier. Donnie the Trumpet, he gave me Donnie the Trumpet in case I get shortness of breath. So he's saying like, I'm there, like grab your trumpet, like I need you. the rest of it that he talks about, you can find in Joshua 6 of the Bible. And it's the story of the wall of Jericho. Okay, you guys, I want to thank you, number one, for sticking with me through this video. I know I got really excited and I love talking and kind of analyzing things. I was talking really fast. I had a lot of ideas that I threw out, but I want to thank you guys for sticking with me. Don't forget, thumbs up this video if you like this video and if you want to see more videos like this, so I kind of know what you guys are rocking with. Subscribe to my channel, share this video, comment down below, like follow me on Twitter at Kristen Speaks, follow me on Instagram at Kristen Phantazia, follow me on Snapchat, Kristasia. Keep up with me, and until next time, thank you once again, and I will see you later.